And we're live.
Yeah, we're live.
Okay. Um, this is the Man Lab podcast. This is our first recording. It's myself, Dalton Pena.
I'm Tyler Bryce.
Tyler Bryce, best friend.
Best friends for years now.
13 years. We marked it down.
13. Yep.
Not like what'd you say the other day? Fucking
we always see
hiatus. We've had a couple hiatuses.
Years.
So
I think the longest stretch was after freshman year.
Yeah.
We all moved away.
Well, what happened was you robbed me. Well, your mother robbed me.
Oh, that's right. From your check from the farm. Maybe we should just air this out right now.
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, we've done it before, but I mean, maybe
Right.
this is about as public it's going to get.
Okay. Yeah, let's squash this thing.
So, go ahead. I'll let you.
You'll allow me?
Yeah, you
Okay.
go first. Yeah.
Okay. So.
Wait, should we maybe go to when we first met? And then, you know, because there's a lot before that.
Yeah.
There's a
We
lot.
can do that.
There's
We
a
can
lot.
do that.
Yeah, I would like that.
Okay. I'll be getting my defense ready over here.
Okay, I know you're thinking. I can
Okay.
see the fucking
Because
wheels
I
turning.
did not rob you. But your grandma thought so. And she was very rude to me the last time I saw her.
It's all the same bloodline.
All right.
So, math class, freshman year, 2000.
Math on the spot.
I don't know what 2000. What we talked 2000.
Graduated in 11.
7.
Freshman would have been. I don't math, dude.
7. I thought we said 7.
Around there. Yeah, I think you're right.
So 2007, we had math class.
I remember our teacher was 7 feet tall.
He played college basketball.
Did he?
Mr. Wilcox. Yeah, I'll always remember that. I remember he was like, yeah, he's probably 6'7".
Yeah.
Had the hair slicked back.
Yep.
The main catalyst in that class was Amy Gotel.
Amy Gotel.
And, I mean, make a long story short, you know your boy prevailed.
Is that how you remember it?
I know that she was my girlfriend at one point, and that's...
Dalton plays the fast game, right? So yes, he got her first, but then I swooped in once she realized Dalton was Dalton, and then took over from there.
Okay, we obviously have a different memory, but...
So it started...
With that.
You guys... So Dalton knew everybody already. I was totally new. I didn't know anybody. And I get into the class. I had braces at the time. Super nerdy.
Fuck yeah, I forgot about that.
And... Again, Dalton being Dalton starts talking shit to me is how I remember it. Like nice braces or something.
Well, because your fucking nerdy ass would always go up there and, like, do the math problems on the board.
And I did?
Yeah.
Like trying to be all smart?
Yeah.
I was like paying attention and shit.
Yeah.
That's what you gotta do when you
And,
don't
like,
know
he would,
anybody.
like, hand you the marker, you'd go up there, and I'm like...
That's funny because I suck at math too. I probably got it wrong.
I was like... And no, he would be like, oh, very good job. Nate, you were going as Nathan at that time.
Yeah, we could explain that.
Which
later.
I like, but...
You prefer Nathan?
I prefer Nathan.
Really?
Yeah. I
Okay.
prefer Nathan.
Carry on.
So you go up there, you know, with your fucking high waters and white socks, and do the math problems on the board. You get them right. Oh yeah, and you fucking slap
So
them.
that just pissed old Dalton off, huh?
I was like, who the fuck is this guy? Meanwhile, I'm looking over.
But you must have been a little bit intimidated, right? Because you thought I was going to swoop in and get all the girls as
Not at all.
Yeah, that's probably what was going on deep down in there.
So, as the story goes, I don't know how the thing. I just remember like vivid things. When that goes on, one thing happened. I think what set our friendship was I went to the bathroom one time, and I was like, I go in the bathroom, like, damn, my hair's fucked up. And I don't know if you remember this, but it was classic.
I don't, dude.
I fucking get the water, straighten up my hair. I come back in and I can feel like a water drop like going down my face.
Yeah.
The first person that looks at me was you. And you just looked at me and I go, I just did my hair.
Because you knew I knew it.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Dude, I don't remember that at all.
And, yeah, you laughed the same way you're laughing now. And then after that, I think, I remember me and Amy Gotel, we were boyfriend and girlfriend at some point. And then my next...
You'd sit in the back of the class
Yes,
and just hold hands and talk shit.
Yeah, remember it was that...
That's when you started... He got confidence whenever he got the girl. So then he started doubling down on talking smack. Being funny in front of the girl, making her laugh
I was
at
loud.
my dispense.
I was loud at your dispense, 100%.
Very loud. Very loud.
That long table we were in, I remember Mr. Wilcox. Mr. Wilcox, if you ever get your eyes on this, I hope you know I don't remember you just because your height. You were a phenomenal teacher.
I don't know if I could say the same. I've had I remember
there
a
was-
few.
there-
There's always like Mr. Lane at Benjamin Franklin had a hairy ass chest.
Well,
It's like things.
I felt like
that.
I was laying the sarcasm on pretty fucking thick right there.
Sometimes jokes just don't land.
If you were leading the class, that says enough. Right?
Probably got a better grade. That's funny though, because I suck at math, dude.
So I remember he came over. He was helping Amy Gotel with a problem, and I was like grabbing her ass, like under the table, And he just looks at me and he goes, "Stop."
All stern.
Yeah. And I mean, from
and then
there,
your face turns red.
I was just like, at that point, I don't think I cared about anything because like now I'd be
Yeah.
like, oh man, but
Yeah.
at that point I was like, man, fuck this motherfucker.
It's like back then when you're so ignorant, you're just like, anytime you get in trouble, there's something in the back of your mind like, oh, I'm a rebel.
Like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Tell my mom?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's really, and then the next point is when we went to the farm for the summer. That was freshman year.
So I have a couple points. In that class, there's one that I remember from that. I didn't remember how we first.
Yeah, that
I
was
knew
like
you were
our
combing
first
your hair
funny
because I probably
interaction.
did the same shit.
Yeah.
I would go check my hair.
Yeah.
Super gay.
Well, you want to
No,
look good.
The one I remember. Yeah. So, the one I remember is we were talking shit back and forth. You were sitting back there with Amy. And then you would always use my braces. And back then, you had a really
like
thin
that,
face.
like what? I took your braces off and put them on. I didn't understand that right away, but
Yeah,
I got
no.
you.
Yeah.
To insult you.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
brace face and just all that shit, right? And I hadn't said it because I thought it was super mean. But back then, Dalton had a skinny face and his ears stuck out. I'm not trying to be rude.
No,
right?
you're not. I know I've accepted it now.
Right? I'm not trying to be rude, but my own father has big ears.
You
It's
got
not
my
a bad
ass.
thing.
You got my ass.
So I had held that, and I didn't want to be mean because there's a certain line you cross, and it's like, okay, now
Yeah.
we'll never be friends, and we might physically fight, right? But then I said that, and it got you. I remember everybody was.
Do you
laughing
remember
and
what
shit.
you exactly said?
Like, these braces will be gone in 6 months, but you'll always have those ears.
That's gold, man. That's fucking gold. You always have those ears.
Oh, bro, I probably rehearsed it 1,000
Yeah.
times, too.
You're like, if they're going home, if that motherfucker says that shit.
Yeah. Yep. After class, be walking with some motherfucker.
Wait till I say this line to him.
So I got his ass. And then, Amy, I'm sorry you got dragged into all this. All that I just made out with her in the hall one time. And I was like, I made myself do it. Like I walked
I'm
up to her and kissed
completely
her.
heartbroken. I have no idea that happened. This is the first time I'm hearing about it.
I know.
Fuck you.
I hope you were still with her at the time. Who knows?
Yeah, whatever.
She real deal. So freshman year ended. We became friends. Jared Wicker. There was a bunch of us. By the end of the year, it was awesome, right? It's kind of typical.
Yeah.
So
Well,
Dalton. Here's the other one. That was
Okay.
one. Sorry. The other one was Dalton came up to me maybe after the one where I noticed your. Eventually, we started making each other laugh, and then you're very open with your love and your hate.
Yeah. Okay.
But you came up to me in the hall, and I thought you were gonna talk shit, and he was like, "Bro, you're gonna be one of my best friends. You said something like, "You're my best friend." I don't just say this to anybody. Like, you had to lay it out. Like, you got to realize how big of an opportunity this is. Like,
I fucking laid it
You
down.
laid it down. Dude. I was like, what the? And then we went to lunch, and you introduced me to Jared and all those dudes.
I feel like Jared Wicker will have to be on another episode because
Absolutely.
that man is one of the best friends we've ever had.
He's a good dude.
And we could probably go on for fucking 2 hours.
Yeah.
But this is about us. This is about what we're doing right now.
He'll be a good guest. We'll
Yes,
book
he
him
will.
in.
He will. Absolutely.
Yep.
He's like,
He's a big shot.
yeah, he's like
I'm not
Steve.
surprised either.
Yeah.
He's smart.
Yeah, no, he's like Steve Jobs of marketing right now.
Yeah, just better looking.
Oh. Okay.
You have a hard time with that?
I don't think Jared is better looking than me.
So anytime I say any man is a good looking man, you automatically in your head
Well, if
say
you-
he's not better looking than me.
Well, if you want to go like Leonardo DiCaprio or Brad Pitt, like, yeah, okay.
Do you feel like you've made your point?
I
Do you have
I don't think we need to touch on it anymore.
Where were we? Okay,
The
freshman
farm.
year.
The farm. We're on the
We're
farm now.
getting there.
Okay,
We
go.
got in a car crash, right?
Oh fuck!
and then I
dude.
lived with you for 2 weeks, and we wrestled all the time.
Oh, okay.
Sounds super gay, but this is back then when Chuck Liddell was the man and
Dude,
UFC was getting big,
no,
right?
Never Back Down just came out.
Oh, that's right. That was the real.
That
big
was
one.
our thing.
Back then. The first time you watched Never Back Down.
Oh my god,
How many fight nights did you go to in high school?
dude! When
Yeah.
that came out, I was literally like, "That's me." Just like
Yeah.
just like everybody
Yeah,
else.
everybody,
that-
same
yeah.
thing, dude.
Yeah.
It's like, that is me. That's my life.
Yeah.
I'm tough as nails, man.
And
Yeah. That's
yeah.
what it was.
we would clear out my
So I
room.
stayed with Dalton for the last
Yes.
2 weeks of school.
God, there's so
My
much.
parents
we're-
went to Mexico or
Yeah,
something.
there's so much we're rehashing right now.
We can rely on my good memory.
Okay, so
Um,
what should we do first? The car wreck?
Yeah, the car wreck was funny because it was when Lil Wayne's Lollipop just came out.
Was that what we were listening
Here's
to?
what I remember. I had my hands out the window. We were dancing.
Yeah.
And then, that was a Steve Ranella dancing. No, and then, dude, we wrecked hard. And I didn't have a seatbelt on. You were in the front seat.
I didn't have
just slammed into your seat so hard.
So here's how I remember it. We're going. I was the first one to see the fucking 12-ton Suburban in front of us. Jackson Woodick. Jackson. If you're listening to this, it's your fault.
I do blame you.
Yeah. We're going down Ironwood. Ironwood is what we're on. We're going down. He's doing his
We're
thing.
all dancing.
Yeah, he's doing his thing. Hands are out the window. The fucking Tyler's going like this, and I'm like, oh hell yeah, just feeling the vibe.
Feeling the new song. That was the shit when it came out.
Yeah. And I look up and I see Cameron Schneden's mother's Suburban, and we're flying. No,
You had to be like, yeah, this is it.
yeah, for a
How
second.
far do you think it was? So we were cruising. I bet we were going like 45, 55.
Yeah, like the length of the house, And I said,
I forgot about that, dude.
you always make fun of me for that shit.
He made a noise that was just,
Boom.
was a Suburban, and we were in a little.
No. Yeah, what we were in.
I don't know.
Whatever.
It was
like
nice enough that his dad was mad, but
yeah, like it was an aluminum can.
yes,
We hit that thing, fucking crushed thing. My entire upper lip was disconnected on the inside.
did you go unconscious, or no?
No, I didn't go unconscious, but my lip.
Your lip was fucked up, and it was bleeding bad.
Yeah, it was.
So I remember, like, I slammed into the seat, and the first thing I look up, and I see you, and you've got, I think, maybe there was an airbag on your side or his side.
Yeah.
I just see an airbag deployed. You look dead because there's blood there, and you're just moaning. My ear's gone, and I'm like, holy shit. When you get in a wreck like that, dude, it's like the impact. It's just crazy.
And at that point, I remember my dad would always say, a car is a weapon. And that
yeah,
stuck in my mind till then. Like, that was a bad crash.
damn, ISIS bastards figured that out, didn't they?
Oh, yeah, they did. So the car crashed, and then, the never back down stuff.
That's funny you brought that up. That was a huge impact on me.
Dude,
as a young
huge.
man, dude.
I think that was
Like,
every 15
I think we were all walking around acting like that guy.
Yeah. 15, 17-year-old kid.
Who's the bad guy in that one? Because that's kind of who you were when we met, right?
The bad guy?
Yeah. He was Mr. Popular, loud.
Yeah.
Got the girl.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I swooped in and got the girl. And see the lines I was drawing there? That one went over
Yeah,
your
that
head.
was good. You fucking put me up to bring me down.
Okay. So car crash sucked. It was funny because Jackson was crying.
Yeah, he was.
He was. Sorry, Jackson.
Yeah, so
Just
if you ever see this,
Yeah.
apologize.
just kids being kids.
Nobody's holding you up.
I always remember that. That was definitely the worst crash I've been in. Luckily, knock on.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
So that happened,
I've
but
been
that
in
was
the-
during the 2 weeks I was with Dalton. So I remember Jared would come over a bunch,
Mhm.
and we were lifting a bunch, probably because never back down.
Yeah.
And we'd clear out the room, and it was your house. You probably remember it better, but we'd wrestle.
And you were wrestling with Workman, right? He was
Yeah.
your coach. And we would fucking go at it. We'd go at it. Straight up.
Just fight. We'd get mad too.
Oh yeah.
I just remember from that because I had freaking rope or carpet burns on my forehead and elbow.
Oh yeah. That was
everywhere.
That was fucked up.
So after that, I talked Dalton into. I used to go work on my uncle's farm in Thatcher. I did it for a couple years before that, and then so Dalton comes down. We work all summer, and it was a blast, right?
Dude, that was one of the I'll hold that in the cherished memory category for.
It's one of those good memories. It's
Dude,
like a
it was
Norman
awesome.
Rockwell memory.
Yeah,
right?
it was awesome. It was one of the best things. Like we'd wake up. What time would we be? Like
For
4?
the sun. It would be
Yeah,
early.
like 4 in the morning.
Yep.
We go work till I don't know. I mean,
Probably like 2 or 3, maybe later.
yeah,
But
maybe later. And
walking up and down every cotton row or to
Dude,
get weeds or rocks.
it
That was
doesn't get better than that,
Yeah.
dude. It doesn't.
It
Like
was awesome, man.
just me and you, fucking burning weeds, freaking hoeing them out.
Yep.
Freaking hoeing them out, man. And then whatever we had the truck. Remember?
Yeah. We must have been, 15?
We were 15. No.
And I
license.
just had my grandpa's truck, but I'd done that since I was like 12.
Dude, it was.
I would drive to the pool. But we had his truck, so we'd go to work and then we'd go get snow cones, do all the things.
Yeah, the
15
snow
year olds do.
cones, and then who would make us the burritos for breakfast? Was that your mom?
Probably grandma.
Grandma would make the burritos to give to us for in the morning.
Yep. She'd wrap them in foil.
Be out there
I
for
forgot about that.
like 10, 12 hours just
Sweating, dude. So hot.
just killing weeds and
Yeah.
obviously the backflip story comes into play
Yeah, I'll let you tell that one.
off the wall. I don't even who was with us. There was some.
So there was Tommy Christensen.
He's the chunky.
Nope, he's the short one.
Okay.
Short, little, fast one.
Okay, who's the chunky kid?
Chunky.
I thought there was somebody who had. He's a little fat boy. Tommy Christensen was the
He was the front flip guy.
Yeah, and he's a darker complected. Okay.
Yeah. So Tommy was there, Win Wright, but he's not chunky.
Yeah, maybe my memory fails me.
I just remember Tommy, Win, shout out to you guys, and maybe some other people. But I know Tommy was going and he'd jump off whatever he could, do front flips and crap.
Yeah.
So Dalton decides that he's a pro at that.
So I get up on this 4-foot wall, right?
Cinder block, rough.
Yeah. Abandoned crackhead house next to us.
Yeah.
And I tried to do a front flip, or no, not a front flip, a back flip, and
Dude.
I get the rotation somewhat, like I get the rotation.
You rotated.
I rotated, but I jumped straight the fuck up in the air and came back down on the wall. Like I was.
You didn't get away from the wall at all.
Yeah, like I was okay, but I didn't.
Where did you hit your body on? Your back?
No, because I know I rotated. I know I got. I know I flipped in the air, but I wonder. I mean, that's just a testament to my vertical jump as well.
That's what I'm starting to like. I'm trying to put holes in this little narrative of yours because I don't think
I didn't hit my
full
back.
rotation.
I didn't hit my back.
You might have hit like your butt. Or
I'm
back,
thinking forearms.
or your head.
I think I hit like this. That's what I'm saying. That's what I remember. Because I fully.
Because the air got knocked out of you, huh?
Yeah.
So yeah, you hit like right here.
Yeah.
Pretty good rotation.
So full rotation, no distance from the wall. That was.
I remember you were just rolling on the ground.
Fuck.
Anytime someone gets the air knocked out of them, you know they're okay.
Oh my god.
They're just.
It's the worst, dude. It's the worst.
Everybody's just standing around you, trying to ask you questions.
Yeah, like
and you can't even get a breath.
Yeah, like what can you do as a person helping and the person that just got the air knocked out of them?
There's no way to look cool with the air knocked out of you. Like.
Yeah, because you're like looking around like for help, and you yes, that's perfect face. That's the perfect face.
Somebody help me. That's so true, dude.
And then from there, Tyler stayed in Thatcher.
Yep. It's getting towards the end of the summer.
I stayed in Queen Creek, and I'll let you explain how you robbed me of my money for a whole summer of work.
How kind of you. I don't like your wording. I think it's disrespectful. And in a minute here, the audience is going to realize that you're a liar. And actually, you're the bad guy in the story. So, I'll get there, dude. It's coming around. You'll be apologizing by the end of this podcast. Okay. So, we were getting paid pretty well for young kids, right?
Yeah.
So, we'd work 5-6 days a week. It was awesome. So, it was
But we didn't see
paycheck.
none of it.
Right.
Until we were completely done. But here's the thing about that. We didn't care because we were having a good time.
And back then, it's like your parents will give you $10 to go to, like, you know what I mean? So it's not the gas tank. Oh, it's full today. You know? It's super privileged to say that. We're very lucky.
Yeah.
But understand, my grandpa, we weren't some rich kids. Like,
No.
My grandpa just liked his tank to be full. He was not a rich man. You know, that house was tiny.
And at the same
I'm just
time,
saying, back then it wasn't like we were getting like today. If I missed one paycheck,
oh yeah.
Oh, dude. Not only would I be screwed.
Yeah, how am I gonna get through the next whatever?
So.
But no, at that time that was like a fun thing to do to go out there.
That's right. He'd pay you in a big chunk at the end of summer, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So this chunk was probably $1,000 or something by the time it all added up.
Yeah.
Something like that. So, I'm gonna try not to use names.
Okay.
And respect the guilty people here. But basically, a member of my family, a guardian, if you will. No disrespect,
That's
just
good.
the facts here.
That's good.
Could be anybody.
Yeah.
Was the one that went to said farm owner's house to pick up the checks. I don't know if she had to sign them because we're minors. Whatever the case was.
Oh, so that's that's what you got the story. You know what happened because I still don't know
Yeah,
exactly
this is
how
what
the
happened.
axe went down.
So she went down to pick them up for us. I was all excited, and I
Okay.
got mine. She said she was gonna mail you yours. She did something to, I'm saying she, to convince me that it was taken care of. And did you ever call me about the check or anything?
No,
Did we
I
ever
didn't.
talk about it?
Honestly,
So
nothing crossed my. That's probably my fault. You know.
Right. Well, and that's where I was. Oh, it's taken care of, just like the gas. I don't need to do anything. I'm good.
So you ended up. You got your money.
Yes. Yep. I got mine.
I
And
didn't
then
know that.
I never knew. So, never knew anything happened. Right.
Get out of my house.
And get out right now. So I got mine. I never knew anything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna jump to a point in the story.
Okay. Yeah.
And I think we'd lived such close proximity. By the end of that summer, we were ready to get away from each other. Right. I think we're a little mad.
I don't remember, but maybe.
I probably kicked your ass or something. But anyways, we didn't talk, and I didn't hear anything.
Mm-hmm.
And then fast forward, I went to your grandma's house right down the street here, and just happy-go-lucky, going to see old Dalton and his
Yeah.
grandma. I was cool with all of them. I knock on the door. Grandma
She's
opens.
feisty.
Oh, dude.
She's feisty, dude.
And caught me completely off guard.
Rest in peace, Grandma. Grandma
Rest in
Judy.
peace. Grandma Judy.
Judy Faulkner.
Yeah, she's an awesome woman.
The best.
And I knock on the door, and just gotta emphasize, knew nothing. She opens the door, like happy, like somebody normal would,
Yeah.
and then she sees that it's me, and her face completely changes to like utter disgust.
I was a favorite grandson.
Yeah.
So
And
imagine the defense.
I can't remember exactly what she said, but I know that I was going there to get a baseball bag. Like it was my bat bag.
Okay.
It had like a couple bats. It had my glove, my dad's glove, a bunch of stuff in it, right?
Yeah.
And I can't remember why. I think I'd left it there or something.
We were together for literally like 2 years straight,
Yeah.
every fucking day.
So my dad was pissed because he couldn't find his glove, I think, and he wanted to play softball or something.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, I know where it is. I'll go get it. And so, anyways, I asked her for the bag, and she was like, oh, she said something. I don't know exactly what she said, but with as much disdain as you can imagine.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you need your bat back. Well, maybe if you can go get Dalton's money and bring it to me, then I'll give you that bag. And that was it. And I didn't even know what she was talking about.
So you never got the bat back?
Nope. Probably still over
It's
there.
probably still over there. Yeah.
Yep. She had that thing tucked away, I guarantee.
Oh yeah, it's
Because she didn't ever say she didn't have it.
It's probably buried in the cornfield over there, dude.
She
Seriously.
probably burned it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just leave there. My dad's in the car. He wants his glove. I'm leaving from her. She hates me because she thinks I stole your money.
So what'd your dad say? I didn't know your dad was
So
there.
I get in the car and I'm just like trying to explain to him, but she's like, she's won't give me the bag because of some money or something. And he was gonna go talk to her, but then he decided, I think, not to. I need to talk to him and see what he remembers.
Okay.
He didn't go say anything. He was like, well, I guess I gotta get another glove or whatever.
It's your fault.
Tyler does it again. So that sucked. And after that, I do some digging. I figured out what happened. And with certain scenarios,
So
sometimes
you know for 100% fact what
1,000%.
had happened?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I to this day don't.
When certain people have substance abuse issues,
Okay.
they're not the same person they are when they're not using.
Okay.
And they'll pretty much do anything to get it fixed. We all know that.
Yeah.
And this was a case of that. And I took the fall for it until today.
There we go. It's
So.
all out on the table.
Grandma Judy,
Grandma Judy, love you,
she probably still hates me.
miss you. You know, I never heard anything about that from her at all.
She never mentioned it at all?
Never.
That's funny. Yeah, and that was it. I stopped looking for the bag. We were like, yeah, it's gone. So,
Yeah, I never.
and by then, of course, the money's gone. My money's gone. I think I tried to give you a snowboard at one point. I remember your mom was even mad at me. And we don't have to dive down this rabbit hole.
Yeah, I don't remember any of this shit.
But that's
at
fucked
all.
up, right? You go as a freshman, make all that money, spend your summer. You're basically a victim of child labor.
Dude, I felt like everybody.
You could have gotten some dope school clothes for sophomore year, too.
I'm a victim of child labor. I honestly was the only one that was not mad about it.
Yeah.
I just didn't know what happened.
Well, of course,
Because
if you
we
don't know
were
the story, who would
we-
guess that? you
Yeah,
know?
and we were having so much fun
Yeah.
while we were out there freaking sweating our ass off. Like it to me it wasn't work.
Yeah.
You know?
It was awesome.
It was awesome.
Yeah. That's one of those
Out
things.
out there by ourselves, freaking just in the hot sun, working, knowing it sucked. That is something that I've experienced in my life multiple times. If you are with, and you know, you already know this, I consider you my brother. If you are with your brother and you're going through sucky times, you look back at it and you're like, man, that was one of the best times of my life.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you could shovel shit in hell and you're just like
Yeah.
smiling and laughing the
Yeah,
whole time.
because you're with your fucking dog.
Yeah. Yep. And it's funny too, like good memories. Sometimes, like on a deer hunt, or you do something extremely shitty, where you're just
Yeah.
hiking up a vertical hill, sweating, dying. It's hot, falling down.
And just how much it sucks.
And then the very next day, you're like, oh, I cannot wait to do that again next year.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's like a long term. Like it sucks at the time, but then afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
all
that's
deep and
why
shit.
that was probably the best summer of my life.
Yeah.
Straight up. Like in high school, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, that's like one of the things, like one of the reasons I want my kids to grow up down there. There's a
Yeah.
lot of downside, but having that like small town thing where I would never let my kids ride the bike around the block
Yeah.
like up here because it's just crazy.
Yeah, especially in Mesa.
And probably not even in Thatcher anymore, but like when I was a kid, dude, we were just
You go wherever.
Yeah.
You go where that's how Queen
Just
Creek used to
wherever.
be, man.
to the river, to the mountain. You could go anywhere.
Anywhere, I mean, before you had moved to Queen Creek, that was the same thing, dude.
Yeah.
It was the same thing, man. Now it's freaking blown
Yeah,
up.
it was super small. I remember there was like Ellsworth to get out there.
Yeah, that was it. That was it, man.
Yeah. Let me just say for the record, whoever's in charge of the roads out here needs to get their shit
Yeah.
together. It's
Yeah.
terrible.
Every road is under construction and has been under construction for like 3 months. Like, what's the quota?
It's like they do this section,
Yeah, like-
and then once they get done with that, they'll do this one, and by then this one will be fucked up, so they got to do it again.
But I'm like, is there a deadline? Like, hey, we want to have this job complete by so and so date.
It's been like 15 years, and I still get pissed at the traffic. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. I guess we should say for the listeners, we're from Arizona.
oh yeah, we
Where are you from originally?
here? Well, I was born in Mesa, but at my grandma's house, that's where I live. Queen Creek native, Arizona native, through and through, baby.
But he likes the Chargers. We could talk about that later.
Bulk the fuck up. Let's go. Yeah, I mean, and then from there, there's so many stories. I feel like we can get into them at another time. But Tyler moved away, ended up moving back. I was working at the Department of Corrections, and
We have kids by now. That
Yeah,
happens, and
yeah.
we separate.
we kept in touch. As much as we could. He comes back. He's working at Empire Caterpillar, which is 10 minutes away from my house. I apply, get the job, and that's where we're at now. He's got 2 girls with a little boy on the way. Congratulations to me. I'm going to be the godfather of the child, right? Can't be more pumped about it. And I got 2 little boys too that are absolutely amazing. By the way, happy Father's Day to all
Yes.
the listeners.
Happy
We're
Father's Day.
recording this on Happy Father's Day. All the fathers out there, we know the sacrifice.
It's hard, man.
And, you guys deserve it. 100%.
Yep.
100%.
It's hard having a family and trying to keep,
Keep all of it together.
put your work boots on during the day, and then try to be a dad in your
Yeah.
time, and then also still try to have time to do stuff for yourself. It's rough, man.
Yeah.
It's hard.
So mad props to everybody out there.
Yep.
Next, I would say we want to go over what this channel is going to be. This channel is called Man Lab Podcast, and me and Tyler came up with ideas together about. Excuse me.
We're avid podcast fans,
Yes.
and
There you go. Thank you.
I noticed that whenever I'm looking for stuff, it's always people that were already successful and they decided to have a podcast for fun.
I'm glad you brought
Like, and that's no hate. Like, I love Joe Rogan's podcast. Obviously, everybody loves his podcast. There's a bunch of them out there, but usually they're people that are established, and I find sometimes in their conversations that they don't really relate to the working man, to the family man, or just to a regular guy.
I would say it's like 95% of the time.
Right.
It's nothing like that.
And, you know, it's a crazy world we're living in. There's so much going on everywhere. I feel like just the perspective of two idiots that, you know, are
Yeah.
going through life trying to figure out, you know, our careers, which I think we're doing good right now.
Yeah, I think we finally are on the pace.
And
The
what
path.
you're doing for work, raising your kids, and what you should vote for, and what you should believe. It's a crazy
Yeah.
time in the world, man.
Yeah.
If we should be wearing masks right now, I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. All these things going on, and there's not really a voice out there just for the regular dude
Yeah.
to hash it out. We probably won't find many answers here, but we'll talk a lot of
Yeah.
options.
Yeah. A lot opinions.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
We don't know if we're right or wrong. We'll give a perspective of what we feel a lot of guys like us and in the same position might be feeling right now, and might be feeling like, where do I go from here? What is my hope right now? What are my goals right now? And not saying that, you know, we even know it, but where our goal, what we do know, is that we can do it together. We can do it together.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, man.
I believe even in just a small circle around you, you know, with
Yep.
people in love that you care about, your families, your friends that you hold on to, there's something to that.
Yep.
So
Those are the things. It's like Jax Teller said. Like, I won't say the quote. It's cheesy, but basically,
say the quote.
those are the important things. Well, I also can't really remember it right. It's something like, no, I'm not gonna do it. But anyways, he just, like Dalton's saying, it's like, in this world, if you're trying to just be a good man and do the right things, do right by your family, do right by your employer,
Yeah.
and just lead a good life, like,
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
matter what church you go to, all of that crap, it's like,
The
it's
way you
not
vote,
easy.
the way you
Yeah. it's a lot easier to mess it up
if
to
you
get it right.
don't vote,
And it's
you know,
like, there's so many aspects to that, and there's so many podcasts that talk about specific things like getting healthy. You go to Jocko, he'll get you up in the morning, right?
Yeah,
With his
yeah.
videos.
motivation.
Yeah. There's motivation and there's political ones and all that stuff, but I feel like most of stuff out there is on the fray. Joe Rogan's very good about being neutral, and that's what I want to try to do. It's like,
Yeah. Well, I feel like it's not what we try to do; it's where we are.
right. We were
You
talking the other day about everything going on with the police and all the riots and everything, all the craziness. And this was what kind of like one of our moments where we're like, I guarantee most everybody agrees with us on
Yes.
this,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But you don't hear anybody saying it. That basically, you know, it's the same cliche. Not all cops are bad. I like cops. I'm glad they're here. And at the same time, I have plenty of black friends, and I like black people, and I don't want them to be mistreated.
Yeah.
Ever.
No,
You know?
in my eyes, I'm like, and the way I see things is, we're all humans. There was something that I had trouble with myself, because I know that I see the person for who they are and their character. I don't see the color of their skin. But what is going on, and what I feel like there is a problem with, is that, you know, there are people out there that I feel like we might not know that there are 100% racist.
Yeah.
100%, and all they see is color. Maybe it's just,
For sure.
you know, I don't associate myself with those.
And I guess it's hard to think about because if they do exist, and we hate them too.
Yeah, but you know, I think we're 100% behind everything that is good.
All the peaceful protests, everybody standing up.
I'm 100%.
Awesome.
I'm that needs to happen because there needs to be a change, because there are fucking cops out there that they are racist. They are these people that we are worried about.
Right.
And
those guys need to be taken care of. They need to be not police officers.
They need their ass held to the fucking fire.
Yeah.
They need, and you know, hopefully, you know, going forward, that this is something that we can weed out, because it's insane.
Yeah.
You know, racism. It was brought like to my view that this shit is still going on.
Yeah.
Like heavy, bro.
Yep.
Like heavy. Like there are people out there that truly fucking believe that, you know, because they are white, that they are better than somebody who has a different skin color than them. That is fucking insanity.
It's
dude.
crazy.
I'm like,
Sam Harris talks about in a recent podcast, he was saying that imagine a world where instead of skin color that everybody was worried about, or like racist people worried about, it was the color of their hair.
Yeah,
So, like, we don't allow redheads to work here or something. Like, that seems crazy, but
Right.
we do it with skin.
Yeah.
It's stupid. And no, keep going. I had something to say.
I mean, we can go all day about that, but
and everybody does go all day.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say too, real quick, to add on to what you were saying, that at first I had a hard time understanding, and I think a lot of white people do, understanding the point of view and realizing that it is real. Because sometimes it's either just easier to, I haven't thought through that enough. I don't know why. It's not that you don't support the movement or anything, but you can't relate and you can't understand.
Yeah,
But I had
that's
a
a
change
good
of
point.
heart. I had a change of heart. It was one podcast with Eric Weinstein, and I can't remember the other guy's name. I listened to that. I was like, damn. And then, real soon after that, sounds stupid, but I just reached out to my buddy Devin Moan. Shout out to Devin Moan.
Right.
And, you know, I reached out to him. I'm sure it was obvious why, but I just talked to him quickly, and like I was trying to just understand and get it better, and you know, it sucks. So what I'm trying to say is I am behind the movement, the peaceful stuff.
The message,
The people destroying buildings are idiots, but the message of the movement, I'm totally with.
Yeah, you know, I was thinking about, there's people out there that are opportunists, like Antifa. Fuck Antifa.
Yeah.
Like,
and fuck Nazis too, because if you say fuck Antifa, then people automatically say, well, you're a white nationalist. Fuck any extreme.
I'm the fucking farthest between a fucking white nationalist, but there are people that are taking this message and this movement and are fucking taking that opportunity to what happened with George Floyd, not just George Floyd, but all the people that we see were like, man, this is crazy. I can't believe that they would do this to a person. They see these people out there peaceful protesting, and dude, every fucking video I've seen, it's fucking white people out there like doing this shit, like fucking places up. You know what I mean?
Oh, like buildings and stuff.
And yeah,
I saw one that the parade went by.
and they're waiting
all peacefully. The cops directed them. It was going great.
Yeah.
And then, like in the back of the pack, would be people with like
Yeah.
covered up and spray painting stuff.
And okay, so imagine we were out there, and you see people looting a freaking Louis Vuitton store. That's tempting, bro.
Right.
That's tempting.
Maybe not Louis Vuitton for me. Maybe something for the wife.
But yeah, you know what I mean.
No,
like,
yeah.
let's say somebody's looting a freaking Cabela's
There you
or
go.
something like that. They're all in there. You see fucking
Yeah,
hundreds
people
of
coming out with guns. And
yeah,
everything.
coming out with everything.
And there's no cops.
Tell me it doesn't fucking cross your mind where you're like, I'm gonna go in there.
Just go check it out.
Yeah.
That would be hard. Because I walk through there all the time. And I leave pissed off every time I
Yeah.
go to Bass Pro. Because
Yeah.
there's so much shit that I can't even come close to affording.
But-
What I was trying to say, I think there needs to be reform for the police, but I think there needs to be, for the white guys out there like me, just be open to it. Like, hear other people's stories and don't just close yourself off and be like, because
Yeah.
people try to argue against all the movement and stuff because they say statistically white men get shot more than black men. And if you look at the numbers, but you could do anything with numbers.
Yeah.
Like,
Where are
and-
those numbers coming from?
well, and whatever the statistics are doesn't change the fact and that's what I'm saying. We need to be educated. We need to understand, like,
These
our
are
brothers,
people.
like, are part of our, a part of our nation, a segment of them, is feeling like it's not victimized. They're feeling like they're in danger. Like they need to be scared of police. And
Yeah.
that's crazy.
That's insane.
So I hope it changes.
I don't know.
Went
I don't-
deep on that one.
I don't know who has the answer. Yeah, super deep. I don't know. I
I
don't
sure
know who
don't.
has it. I know I don't. But
And it's election year. I think I'm going to delete all of my social media. Just do this podcast. Buzz everything
do you
out.
see Dwayne the Rock Johnson might be running?
I hope he does. Him and get Jocko as vice president.
Oh man.
I'll be knocking
Well,
on
it's-
doors, handing out stickers.
Yeah, we'll turn this country around.
Because The Rock, he's just a people person, you know?
Yeah.
I think
Well,
we
I don't-
need somebody that's going to bring people together.
I don't.
This
think
is where we're going to lose
yeah.
half of the audience.
I
Way
don't.
to go.
I don't think that he is gonna run this year.
Yeah.
Because, he was saying he doesn't have enough experience.
Yeah, and if you ran later on or whatever.
Yeah. Who knows? Who knows? I don't think Trump is doing the greatest job, but he's not doing the worst.
Yep.
He's not doing the worst.
And with that, let's get off of this subject.
Yeah, well, I'm done talking about.
I was just going to say something.
I want to go into what Man Lab is going to be.
Yeah, that's what we were doing.
Yeah.
So yeah, for the regular guy, and just like that, like we're just
Yeah. I'll
giving
go
our
into it.
opinions. And this goes back to what we're saying with trying to get your bearings on who you're supposed to be, which direction you should be facing, finding your motivation and all that.
The
I know I started
podcast
sounding like
aspect.
Tony Robbins. This is just coming from that perspective of the craziness in the world, but keeping the world small, controlling what you can control, all that deep shit.
Oh, yeah.
That's what's important.
Oh, yeah. So, that will be our podcast aspect. I think what Tyler said is 100% control what you can control, which it is a lot easier to say than to freaking do, because you get emotional and you get upset and whatever might happen, and it's hard to do that and hard to accept that, to control what you can control. So hopefully we can help ourselves, help people out there, help people having issues out there with that aspect of life, and
And we'd invite people to come on and tell different sides of the
yeah.
story.
Oh, absolutely.
If somebody has a point of view that we're not getting or speaking to,
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to hear it.
That's the
I'm only
main
one
thing.
guy, you
I
know?
would love to listen
Reach out.
to.
And because we're learning too.
Yeah.
But yeah, and
And then also we will be doing live reactions to sporting events, we will be doing UFC.
I got Dalton into UFC lately.
Yes,
He's come to the side.
Well, I was
But
always
he's a pro on football.
Yeah.
He knows everything with football, right?
Yes, I mean, we will be doing UFC. I was always a fan, but I never got really into it until Tyler.
You weren't into it enough to buy fights.
Yeah,
That's the
yes.
threshold, right?
Yeah, that's just if
Everybody
you're,
likes UFC, but do you buy the fights though?
But do you buy the fights? And do you watch all the fight nights to see these guys that are coming up that
Yeah.
you know they're trying to make it happen?
Who's your favorite fighter right now? If you had to lay it down.
I like Israel Adesanya.
The last fight was pretty boring, dude.
Yeah,
I've never seen him fight in real life, like in live time though. I just see the clips of him, and then that was my first time seeing him actually fight. So I was like,
it's hard,
What?
dude, because Yoel is
that was weird, dude.
Yoel is a monster.
Yeah.
Yoel is a different human being. So when Yoel's just standing there, like, come at me, I'm gonna counter you.
Right.
And
if you do come at him, he will, like, he exploded on him. That
Yeah.
happened multiple times. Like,
Yeah.
as soon as he tried
Yeah.
something, he would just, like,
So-
lightning.
so Izzy had to be aware of that. But that at that time, that is my favorite fighter. And the UFC.
What's his nickname? The Style Bender, right?
Yeah, the Style Bender. He's a big fan into anime. You know, I'm a big fan into anime.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Like anime porn, anime cartoons.
I don't
What
know.
is anime?
I don't know the full extension that he has into it, but I mean, Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, One Piece, like. Okay, you can call me a nerd, but I mean, I'm into that shit. I like it. I've watched Naruto all the way through, 100%.
I don't know what that is.
Okay, we'll get you on board. Who's your favorite UFC fighter? I mean, it's a tie between
It's
Izzy
hard, huh?
and Gaethje.
Yeah. You gotta go with Gaethje because he's from
He's from
Arizona.
AZ.
And he's just fun to watch, dude. And I just want to see him do good. It's funny because he's from a small town, so
Yeah.
everybody acts like they know him.
From your town.
Like, and for me, like, I know I'm a distant. We're from the same place. You know what I
Right.
mean? I feel like some people be like, yeah, he's from my hometown and stuff.
Yeah.
So he's the one that I want to see, like, do well. I want him to go to the top. Like, that's gonna be awesome
Yeah.
to see that.
And he should. Yeah, him and
I think
Khabib,
he can.
I think he can. I think.
Yeah.
We haven't seen his wrestling. Who knows what he's got? Khabib hasn't seen his wrestling.
He's got it. You know?
Yeah.
You know he's a good wrestler.
All American.
He just hasn't had to use it yet, and
because
that's
he hits like a fucking,
yeah, because he doesn't need it, dude.
like Mike Tyson and shit, dude.
He's wild. He's fun to watch. I like Stipe. I think people sleep on Stipe. He's a part-time firefighter in his hometown and stuff. He's just a good dude.
Yeah.
I like those guys like Matt Hughes, Stipe, Chuck Liddell. Kinda. He was a little more eccentric and stuff, but I just like the grinders and like dudes that are pretty reserved, but like in the ring they're just animals.
Right.
You know.
Right.
Chuck Liddell's my all-time favorite though.
Steve is good. I mean, I loved watching Anderson Silva do his thing in the octagon.
Yep. George St. Pierre was always fun to watch.
The Rush.
Yep.
And then so UFC, obviously.
In football, this will be a lesson for me in football because I stopped watching right after I did. I have to preface whatever. I went to college for like 6 months, but I did
Okay.
play football.
But you did play football.
So I always have to say, because I could say I played football in college, because I technically did.
Yeah, but you got
it sounds cool.
It has an
than it is.
asterisk on
It's not that cool. Dropped out.
it.
Yeah. And but what I was just saying, I stopped watching football after that. I don't know anything.
I don't understand why, but I mean,
Just don't.
so football is going to be my thing. Well, we're both going to get into it.
Yeah.
We decided that.
I just know that you're wrong for not liking the Cardinals, and there should be a Cardinal.
I'm not saying I don't like the Cardinals. I'm saying why I like the Chargers is the greatest running back of all time, LaDainian Tomlinson, did his thing, made me a Chargers fan. He touched my heart.
Touched your heart.
touched my heart. Yeah, Chargers all the way. Bolt up. We're gonna have a great year this year. Don't doubt us, or you'll be on the wrong side. So, Super Bowl champs.
Think so, huh?
Calling it now.
Calling it now.
Super Bowl champs. Hold it down.
You do like the Cardinals, though?
Oh, how can you not when you're from Arizona? And
How can you not love Larry Fitzgerald?
I was just about to say that.
How can you not love him?
Larry
He's the best
Fitzgerald
dude.
is the most wholesome dude I've ever seen in the league. That goes. He doesn't just feel. People don't feel that way about him just in Arizona
Right.
either. You know?
Yeah, everybody loves him.
Everybody
Name one
loves-
person that is like, oh, fuck that guy.
Oh, yeah. Larry's a bad guy.
yeah,
What?
dude. He's awesome.
So we'll be doing live reactions to football games. Usually, we can do. We're still deciding. Sunday night football will be a good one. Maybe some Thursday night football when we do that, and then
Work them out as they come.
yeah, work them out as they come. We want to do. I know for a fact I want to do the World Series. I know for a fact.
Do you want to do the last game or all 50 of them until the last
No,
game?
well, the World Series is just a 7-game series.
Don't try to make me look stupid ever again. And number two, I understand that. Are you wanting to record 70 hours worth or just get to the point and do the last one?
We'll probably do highlights. I mean, but
I'm just asking.
yeah, you said 50 games at first,
Oh,
so I assumed you were talking about the playoffs.
when I talk to you, I have to be very literal. I forget that. 'Cause
You
it
said
just goes-
50 games.
It feels like 50 after you watch them all.
I can agree on that. You got it.
Carry on, I'm sorry.
I know we want to do. Like, I don't think it would be a bad idea to do whenever the Olympics come up.
Yeah.
Something like that.
You guys send recommendations. Or if
Yeah.
you don't want to see reviews,
Yeah.
tell us to shut up and just
Yeah.
do our regular thing.
Perfect.
But, yeah, carry on.
Another thing we're doing that I'm really excited about is we are going to be going to local
Oh, yes.
Mexican joints.
So anybody
Mexican
that lives
food. Yeah. Anybody,
Mesa, Queen Creek,
anywhere.
anywhere in
Anywhere.
Arizona, we're going to be trying them out.
Anywhere. We are going to go and I'm still coming up with a name for it, but I'm thinking red enchilada
The
sauce.
red enchilada sauce statement?
Yeah.
Or what? Or the
Ooh,
segment?
Segment? Oh, okay. But we're still working on it. But we're going to do burrito and chicken taco reviews for local places around Arizona and give you, Philly Bertos, some burros. Why can't I think of my favorite place ever in the world? Oh my god.
Los tacos. Some burros.
Some burros.
Gilibertos.
Radio. No.
Tilibertos. Gilibertos.
Hold on, give me a
They take that Bertos and they stick it on a lot of
Yeah.
names in the.
Los Favoritos is a good one. Why can't I think of this place right now? Arribas.
I've never had.
Arribas is fantastic. So those are a handful.
We're gonna
of-
check them out and like from our perspective, because when I go buy a burrito, I gotta watch. I can't pay $12 for a burrito, and I remember back in the day when I was in high school, I could get a freaking super fried burrito or California burrito, if you know what that is.
Yeah.
For $4 with a large soda.
Yeah.
A man can get by on that, but now if you go, it's like
Oh, they're
you're paying $12.
yeah, they're charging.
Yeah.
They're charging. But we're gonna hit the local spots. We're gonna give you the reviews on them. I think it's gonna be a good segment.
Yep. Check them out if
Because
they're.
There's
We're gonna-
multiple spots where they claim that their burritos are outstanding, and
best.
I mean, in my life, I've literally probably had 1,000,000 burritos.
Yeah.
1,000,000. So if anybody's gonna tell you about them, it's gonna be me. I mean, my last name's Pina. So, and Tyler here will be a voice in the background.
I have 2 half Mexican children, and
But no, and chicken
Unreal.
and tacos, man. Everybody loves tacos.
everybody loves tacos. I wish we had some right now. But yeah, that'll
Oh
be
my
a
God,
segment.
that
That'll
would
be
be
cool.
amazing.
I really did. If we could just open them up right now,
Yeah.
just eat them. But yeah, we'll just review if they're good, how much they were, and then you guys will be able to go try them. People here locally.
Yeah.
And anybody from where you're from, you could give somebody a shout out on our page or send recommendations. There's so many of them out there.
Dude, it's insane. Like you just go around the block.
So since you're the pro, are you going to be paying for and getting them here?
Yes.
And I'll just be the judge that eats them?
Well, no, I will be eating as well. What I was thinking is like we will switch.
I was just kidding.
So, well, now I'm gonna explain it because you tried to just embarrass me.
We'll do every other one.
Well, no, I'll pay if that's what we need to do.
If you what?
If that's what we need to do. I was thinking we'd switch. Like, maybe the first one you go the taco.
Yeah.
I go the burrito. Second one, you go the burrito, I go the taco, and then
I like that we'll stick with like a chicken taco. And
we'll figure out the financials later.
I really love a super fried burrito, dude. That might have to be the one.
I know.
And you could go with the straight bean and cheese.
I know. I was thinking like bean and cheese with doused in red enchilada sauce.
I don't like
Does
shrimp.
Not get better.
Wait,
bro.
what'd you say?
A bean and cheese burrito doused in red enchilada sauce.
After they've cooled off too, they're cold. Because when it's too hot, you'll just burn yourself.
Oh my god!
But once it's cold enough that you could just eat it, I completely agree.
Dude, it's insane. With
Might
the
have
cheese,
to go with the bean and cheese.
Bean and cheese doused in red enchilada and a chicken taco.
I can't disagree.
So good. I want one right now.
I think I'm gonna not hold these pens next time because I'm not writing nothing. I'm a fidgeter. So that's what this podcast is gonna be about.
We got one more. We got one more.
Go ahead.
We will be live streaming gaming content, and that will specifically. I mean, I don't know when you're gonna get a gaming console, but
Dalton's a pretty big gamer.
At the jump, it's just going to be specifically me. It will be on my Facebook page. It will be on Man Lab Facebook page.
You've already got it made, right?
Yeah, everything is good to go. It will be on Man Lab YouTube as well, and Man Lab Twitch. So we'll be doing Madden. We'll be doing Call of Duty. We got the new Madden 21 coming out, so that's gonna be big. We'll be running you through tutorials with Ultimate Teams, best players, and with Call of Duty, we'll be hitting the Battle Royale with guest appearances, and we will be hitting multiplayer as well. Throw some PUBG in there when we can, but if you guys want to tune in, it will definitely be on the Man Lab streaming content. We'll have videos and we'll stream live all the time.
Glad you remembered that. Nice.
Yeah.
I think that'd be cool.
And then, I mean, that's
pretty much covers it, huh?
that. I feel like that's.
Give us a break. This might be long-winded, but we're just two good buddies. We're gonna get this rolling, and we hope you guys stay tuned. We're gonna keep it consistent once a week, and like I said, it's just the podcast for everyday dudes that, you know.
And we just wanted to introduce you guys to what we're going to be talking about, what our intentions are, what our content will be.
Kind of who we are.
Yep. And I think, I hope you guys enjoy. I know we will enjoy it, doing it. And tune in.
Yeah.
Man Lab.
For too long, I've just been somebody that goes to work, comes home,
has nothing else.
Tries to summon up the energy to like be a good father, crashes out, and then do it again the next day. So this will be good for me. I need a hobby.
Yeah, we need something.
Right on. Well, thank you.
The first episode, brother.
It's done.
It's done, dude. Tune in, guys. Man Lab Podcast. First of many.